Welcome to the Daily Tea on September 14th, 2021. Today we start in Los Angeles in the United States. There seem to be hopeful days for pop star Britney Spears. First, her father announces the end of years of tutelage over his daughter. Then the singer also makes the engagement to a longtime friend Sam Asghari public, to the great joy of fans and friends. On Sunday, the 39-year-old posted a video on Instagram in which she winks, kisses a smiling Asghari on the cheek and proudly presents a ring. She answered his question as to whether she liked the diamond ring with yes. She writes, "I can't believe it." The dancer and fitness trainer Asghari also posted a photo on Instagram in which Spears shows her ring finger and the ring while he kisses her. With a Hebrew congratulations Mazel, actor Seth Rogen commented on the news on Instagram. Reality star Paris Hilton wrote, "So happy for you, welcome to the club." She also posted a bride and a ring emoji. Fashion designer Vera Wang and actress Rose McGowan also congratulated the couple. Asghari's manager Brandon Cohen told CNN and The Hollywood Reporter, "The couple officially announced their long-term relationship today and are deeply touched by the support, devotion and love that have been shown to them." Spears' new ring was designed by the New York jeweler Roman Malayev and is unique. The word lioness is engraved on the inside of the ring. The couple met on the set of the music video Slumber Party in 2016, in which he played her lover. On New Year's Day 2017, the Gimme More singer officially announced her relationship with Asghari on Instagram. Spears recently shared a couple's photo with Asghari, stating that he had lived through both the toughest and best years of my life with her. Asghari himself announced in February that he would continue to support Spears in following her dreams and creating the future she desires and deserves. He's looking forward to a normal, wonderful future together. And as I said just last week, Britney's father, James, announced that he would step down as guardian for his daughter after 13 years. He made a corresponding application to the Los Angeles County Superior Court. For Spears, this is another significant step on the way to a self-determined life. In June, in an emotional court hearing, she said she would like to get married and have another child, but that she had not been allowed to see a doctor to remove her IUD. Spears had two teenage sons from her 2007 divorced marriage to Kevin Federline. Britney Spears has been under her father's tutelage since 2008, after she collapsed mentally due to personal and professional problems. Initially, James Spears managed his daughter's wealth and private affairs. In 2019, he stepped down but remained responsible for finances. Co-guardian Jodie Montgomery, is responsible for the singer's personal concerns, including medical concerns. And now, let's go to Dublin on the wonderful island of Ireland. Since becoming famous, author Sally Rooney has changed her behavior in social media in her own words. "I once had Twitter and shared jokes and opinions at random," said the Irish writer, you might know Normal People, whose new novel Beautiful World, Where Are You? Has just appeared, and the news magazine Spiegel in Germany wrote about it. And she said, "But when my books became successful, I suddenly got tens of thousands of followers. That's then a completely different position from which one expresses oneself. So I deleted Twitter because I don't want to be a public person." She struggles with celebrity status. There are probably people who can cope very well with the pressure and stress that comes with being public. To be honest, I'm not one of them. She says, "I'm public as a politician anyway, so I can live with it. But I don't have 10,000 followers on Twitter." But let's go to Berlin. Leni Klum has been in the fashion world for some time. Now the daughter of top model Heidi Klum has also appeared at this year's Berlin Fashion Week. On Sunday, she presented a collection at the Kraftwerk, on which she also worked, according to the online retailer About You. The 17-year-old also ran on the show herself. Leni Klum had already performed in the Berlin power plant on Saturday evening. That's what Kraftwerk means. Musician Bill Kaulitz was also there. His brother Tom is married to Heidi. At the end of last year, she was seen for the first time with her mother in the German Vogue, Leni, followed by a video at the Berlin Fashion Week in January. And now let's go to São Paulo in Brazil. Brazil's soccer legend Pelé is still receiving intensive medical treatment after a tumor has been removed from the intestine. The patient, Edson Arantes do Nascimento, is recovering in a satisfactory manner, said a medical bulletin from the Albert Einstein Hospital in São Paulo, published by the Brazilian media on Friday. According to this, he is conscious and actively speaking, but remains in the intensive care unit. A publication on Pelé's Instagram account said in the style of a football player, "I feel a little better every day. I'm looking forward to playing again, but I need a few more days to recover." So, best wishes to you, Pelé. Now let's go to Los Angeles one more time. Hollywood star Kirsten Dunst has also taken stressful things from her time as a child actress. She said, "For a long time I was never angry with anyone." She told that to the New York Times. This is an advantage on the set, but at some point you have to get angry. I think it builds up in you at some point. You can't survive like that. Your body is holding you up. During therapy, she noticed in her mid-20s how her time as a child actress had shaped her into adulthood. Dunst already modeled as a toddler and became famous at the age of 12 with the film Interview with a Vampire. And I say Dunst because it's an English video, but it's Dunst. It's a German word. Google it. Let's go to Moscow in Russia. A well-known member of the punk band Pussy Riot, Maria Aliokhina, has been sentenced to 1 year of restriction of freedom in Russia. The decision of a Moscow court on Friday means for the 33-year-old, among other things, that she's not allowed to leave her apartment at night and not take part in street protests. The activist had previously been under house arrest for months for calling for protests against the detention of the Kremlin opponent Alexei Navalny earlier this year. The demonstrations are said to have violated corona requirements. For the same reason, Navalny's press spokesman Kira Yarmysh, his confidant Lyubov Sobol and his brother Oleg had already been sentenced to months of freedom restrictions. Aliokhina's lawyer announced that he would appeal against the verdict. The opposition criticized the court decisions shortly before the parliamentary elections, which will take place on September 19th, as politically motivated. They also point out that the authorities repeatedly allowed mass events at which hygiene regulations would not be observed. Aliokhina became internationally known in 2012 when she and her bandmate Nadezhda Tolokonnikova were sentenced to 2 years in a prison camp. They protested against Russian President Vladimir Putin with a punk prayer in a church. And now for the third time we have to go to Los Angeles. There's a lot going on there. US singer Lana Del Rey, you probably know video games, deactivated her social media channels at the weekend. And I just do that because I have so many other interests and other jobs that require privacy and transparency, said the 36-year-old according to the celebrity portal People in a last video on Saturday. On Sunday, she switched off her profiles on Instagram and Twitter. Her Facebook page is also no longer accessible. In the clip, the musician thanked her fans according to People. Lana Del Rey, whose real name is Elizabeth Woolridge Grant, had repeatedly caused a stir on social networks. In an Instagram post, she complained that she was not allowed to sing about her submissive role in relationships, while musicians like Beyoncé, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj and others were celebrated for songs about being sexy. Because most of the named musicians were non-white women. Del Rey was then accused of being blind to their privileges and comparing biographies that had nothing to do with each other. There was also criticism for a glittering wide mesh net mask that she wore in the corona pandemic during an autograph session. And tomorrow, of course, there will be more tea, but don't miss out the political news as well. I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.